We're joined by the 13th best mid-market afternoon host himself. NKU hoping to win when it matters. Now, interesting note, how many times has Jonah Williams been to Cincinnati? The answer, 0, but he will soon
go inside the bracket to be able to understand how it's formatted. 64 teams play in the first round of this year's tournament. Take a look for yourself.
Tweet out their big win from @WV Bearcats.
There's a few that are a little special. 190. See that white square there? That's actually one of the bases. It's flat, all to ensure.
Inside of the locker room, that mood multiplied.
Center fielder Crew Brown tells me they were obviously upset following the loss, but they know history has been made. You can feel it when you walk into the stadium.
The first time stepping on that field was like so cool that never done anything else in my life like doing this.
Crew Brown says his favorite moment of the World Series came Sunday.
Playing in the championship of the World Series.
Just having a chance to play one more.
Yeah.
He won't soon forget about this 3-week experience.
Every time we talked to him, he was having fun, playing ping pong, hanging out with MLB players.
Crew and the rest of the Hamilton crew got to meet MLB All-Stars like Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Angels last week. And even though they didn't win the whole thing,
we still won our bracket and made it to the finals, so that's a huge accomplishment for our kids, the city of Hamilton, and the state of Ohio.
It's still been a fun ride.
Kids dream of it, and he got to play in it.
As families are able to reunite with their kids for the first time in 3 weeks.
To hold him and squeeze him and to like kiss his face was awesome.
Crew's not too old to be embarrassed by his mom.
Say no.
At the end of the day,
The top 2 teams in the country, like they were just like, keep your heads up, it's fine. That we know this is the best Ohio team that we've ever got.
Hamilton made history.
Yeah.
And for that, we are all proud. In Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
We appreciate all the coverage and everybody back home rooting and cheering for us, and it's been great. It's been a great ride.
Jake Ryle, WCPO 9 News.
On this gravel field at Mason High,
That was all right.
senior Davis Roby is preparing for regionals in shot put.
I won't slip.
His coaches say he's the model athlete.
Put his mind to the grindstone and just started working, and if you give him drills to do, he just does them until he perfects them.
And it was on this very field.
I was more nervous than anything just because I know it's my last time.
In the district finals of the discus.
I felt that I did very well considering the amount of time the little amount of time that I had put in.
His throw of 132 feet, 8 inches, good enough for 7th place.
I was right there. I was right with everyone. But ultimately, at the end, I didn't make it.
The top 4 move on to regionals, which is why even he was surprised.
He announced my name in 4th place with 137 feet, and I said, well, that's not correct. Like, can you double check this? Because I know for sure I did not throw that. And she said, yes, I'll check it again. Kind of saw his face drop, and I was like, well, that's not right.
The judge later realized the error, and Moeller's Nick Marsh ended up receiving a bid to regionals instead of Davis.
And he just worked as hard as I did, so why would I take advantage of that? It just wouldn't be fair.
It was no surprise. That's the kind of person that he is. He's a great young man.
Best one so far.
He says it's a matter of simply doing the right thing.
Sportsmanship in general. I know it's an unwritten rule because you don't have to do it, but to me, it's necessary to show appreciation towards the other team and how well they did.
As for now, he carries the weight of a dream, hoping to be fulfilled at regionals and possibly state.
Since it's my last year, and I just think it'd be so cool to make it and throw at Ohio State.
In Mason, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side. Before the gates open, and the Milton Union Bulldogs run out to ring the bell, Sam Baker spends time reflecting.
You have a good day at school? Going well.
On what the team's center dedicates his season to.
She's only about 15 days old, somewhere around there. Purple spots all up and down her arms.
Ella Baker, Sam's sister, was born on September 5th, 2003. And only 2 weeks in, she visited Dayton Children's Hospital.
It really started happening, the chemo, all that.
Ella was diagnosed with leukemia. She needed bone marrow, and the waiting list wasn't an option.
And they didn't know if she was going to make it.
In 2004, doctors tested family members to find a match.
and I was the only one that matched. Thank God.
Sam was 6 years old, already making a difference.
He's the kid that you kind of dream about to coach, to be honest. He has his heart in the right place.
The transplant was successful.
Learn anything new?
Her health, like the game of football, moving forward inch by inch, getting better day by day.
Good, Baker. Oh, they said she'd never be able to walk. She competed in races in the Special Olympics.
Opportunities she might not have ever had it not been for her loving brother.
It was, I love this person, and she's in need, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I think Sam would have gave his heart for her if he had to.
And with a heart like that,
Can I see the ball?
everyone wins.
What, you missing lunch? Is that what your problem is?
What only 9 inches in circumference, the Cincinnati Reds can go through several hundred baseballs like this in a given week, and each and every one has its own story. They say my life is short. 7 pitches, if I'm lucky. I'm like many who want to make it to the majors. You know me for my looks, 88 inches of waxed red thread, hand sewn. My curves, 108 double stitches, and I'm about to get my shot at the big leagues. In the game, if we get a little scuffed up, our life in the bigs is over. It's into the bag we go. We're stamped for our new job, baseballs used in batting practice. It's still an important job, but now this spring training game is my time. The ball boy delivers me to the home plate umpire, and I'm in the action. Some have to slow me down to see me. Pitch 1 taken inside. The second pitch taken low. But the third is my moment, my time to shine.
Did try to situate ourselves in an area where we thought there might be some balls, but I think we were all very happy at that outcome.
A scorcher down the line, and I'm considered a dead ball.
Just so excited, and we were like, man, I hope Ramon can get his hands on it.
But my new life is now beginning.
The ball bounced this way, and we tried to catch it, and then the outfielder threw it to us.
A Colorado Rockies outfielder, David Dahl, tosses me. But wait, I can't go to a Cleveland Indians fan.
2 flips, and he got it.
Bill Norton, tell me it is not true.
Any Ohio team works for us.
All right then, Dahl can hand me over.
And our son caught it, and that's the end of the ball game. Here it is.
I'm more than just a baseball. I'm now a memory for little Ramon, too awestruck to even talk about me.
And he's been playing with it ever since, just tossing it.
Yeah, he enjoys it.
Having fun with it.
I'll take my new life with Ramon, even if it's with an Indians fan. In Goodyear, Arizona, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side. The Raiders of Wright State had no issue moving past UIC last night. Well, now it's on to round 2 of the Horizon League tournament. They were up against, well, what might as well be a home team, Detroit, playing in the Motor City. Let's take it to the second half. Raiders in transition. That's Daniel Mortensen with a long ball. Barry's at home. He had 6 points on the night. And guess what, guys? That guy is dancing. But the man who came to play today was JT Yoho. He's so good, he doesn't have to look at the basket for the reverse layup. Raiders up by 15. More from Yoho, Yoho, a Pirate's life for me. A leaner in the paint. Raiders shot 46% from the field. And because I like saying Yoho's name, let's go ahead and tack on another 3 from above the arc. Raiders roll. They win big by 10. Yoho finished the night with 20. Michael Carina shot 7 for 8, 19 points in total, and it's on to the next round. Number 2 seed Oakland awaits them. Back home, senior night for the Lady Raiders, and they had no trouble with in-state foe Youngstown State. Lady Raiders led by as much as 15. They shot better than 50% from the field. They are now a solid number 3 seed in the Horizon League Conference Tournament, and that begins in 4 days against UIC. And we've already entered the March Madness stage for high school basketball teams. 3 games today at the University of Dayton. At stake, a trip to the Sweet 16. District 2 finals to the first game of the day. That would be Alter and Carroll. Joe Larrivee for Alter takes it himself. He's going to count the bucket and one. Knights still down by 2, though. Alter was down early in this one, but would come back in the last quarter. Here's Nick Balent, who somehow squeezes it into the paint, kisses the glass. Knights have the momentum. Carroll would have opportunities late in the contest. Less than a minute to go. Jack Seltsam dishes it to DJ Summers. The shot doesn't fall. Alter is fouled immediately. They make both free throws. Knights rally back from an early deficit. They go on a 17-4 run to close out the game. They win by 5, 47-42.
Yeah, we've done that all year, so we weren't worried going into halftime. We knew if we kept playing our game, we were going to come out with the win, because we knew our game plan was going to end up being better than theirs. Undescribable, man. It just feels awesome. No team deserves it more than us. We've worked so hard this whole season.
We knew at halftime we were down by 3. We knew it was a close game, and we knew we could come back, and there was never any doubt that we could win this game.
You know, I told them they probably aged me 20 years through this season, but, you know, that's who they are. And, you know, right now, I'm along for the ride just like everybody else, and I truly appreciate the ride.
And moving on, Alter will play the winner of this one. Urbana or Aiken will cut down the nets. No time wasted from the tip. Aiken's Carla Jones, midair pass to Lonnie Berry. Berry misses. Jones with the putback. Hill climbers with a big hill to climb already. Down 8-0 early. This helps, though. Jordan Underwood would swing it out to Sam Nicewanger, who gives Urbana the trifecta. Aiken still up too early. Less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. Jace Underwood would drive this one. Did someone call the SWAT team? Berry says, not today. I said what? She said, yeah. I said, nah. Jones gets it in transition. The building is on fire. He led all scorers with 29. Aiken bounces out 67-55. And to the nightcap, Trotwood and Taft. Frank Royals with a give and go, an alley-oop foul on the play. He would have 23 points on the night. Senators up 6. Now, Taft would pull ahead, but Trotwood would not let them get far. Jamar Johnson hurls it down here to Miles Ballou, and his hands find a whole lot of iron. Rams down by 9. Trotwood would, though, go on a run early in the fourth. Every single player touches the ball here before Amir Foster cashes in on a 3. It's 58-50, and they get it within 4 due to some stifling full-court trap defense. Johnny Trigg passes it to Torrey Patton. Momentum is in Trotwood's hands, but some timely threes from the Senators would be too much to overcome. Trotwood Madison bows out. They fall 77-67. Let's go ahead and head out to Las Vegas, shall we? For the Cobalt 400, wind gusts give this guy a very, very rough day. Kyle Busch led after a restart, but with 10 to go, Busch told his crew his car felt like it was coming apart. And with 6 to go, check out Brad Keselowski. He passes Busch. Keselowski wins his 18th Sprint Cup race. He takes the checkered flag in Vegas. And let's move on to football, shall we? And Peyton Manning is set to end his storied career as an NFL player. Woody Page of the Denver Post reports as he announces his retirement as soon as tomorrow. Now, Manning is the NFL's all-time leading passer, 71,940 yards. And, of course, as we mentioned, that has just now